So I'm in the middle of Pasadena right now. I've been spending a few days with some rock producer guys who I've recently come to know. And I kind of got thinking, they were asking me about my favourite records and stuff. And it got me thinking about Zed. And I get emails all the time saying what it means to people and how it helped them in difficult times and how the storyline keeps them up at night, and it is a constant arbiter of change in their life. Like, they enjoy having it to feed upon. And I think I do, because I never thought it would end. Like, I know in a few months Zed 4 will come out and that'll be the end, and I'll have to deal with it. But I don't think I'm going to deal with it very well, because it's been my life for like the last few years. And before that, I mean, the story's been there for almost a decade now. It will be a decade by the time the Zed 4 comes out. And it's a long time to invest into a single thing, entity. I don't even know what it is. I know we call it a story and we call it albums and books, but what the fuck is it? Like, it's something else. It's something else. And I know it's something else because I'm finding it really hard to think of it as over. It's like a host. It's like it lives inside me and it comes out every now and then. It rears its head, and it helps me. Like, it genuinely helps me to exist in some ways. Like, it's a focus, it's a drive, and it's something to kind of rely on. Like, I know the story, I know the characters, I feel comfortable inside that really dark, intangible world. Like, it's just, I don't know, and I feel like a lot of people feel the same, and I don't know why. Why is it doing this to us? Like, why does it have to be like that? And, you know, it will come out soon, and we'll hear it, hopefully together, some of us, and the wider audience will hear it when they hear it. And I'm not okay with it being over. I'm just not okay. Like, but it's over. Like, that's the end. Zed 4 is the end, and it was always going to be the end, and that's it. And the book will help clarify all the spaces in between. I don't know. Just thinking out loud. There's other things happening. We've got Zed Live to look forward to, and that will be the final goodbye. Like, that's something I'm really looking forward to. Is just being able to play the songs once in a way that I don't know if anyone's played it. I know that nothing like Zed Live has ever existed before, so that's going to be exciting. And there's some other things in the works as well with the book and the story itself. So I know it's not over in that sense, but the fact I stop writing the music, to me, means it's over. Like, my next thing will be another project, whether I don't know what that will be, and in the next few months, by the time Zed 4 comes out, well, I want to redo my studio actually, but I don't want to move studios, but we'll see what happens. But by the time Zed 4 comes out, I'll have hopefully found a project to involve myself with that will take my mind off it, I guess. But I don't know. I really don't know. I'm creating something called henrylangham.com, and I don't know how that's going to go, and I don't care if one person uses it. I don't know who that one person will be, but it doesn't matter, because every now and then kind of it descends on people, this story, and they need to talk about it, and they want to get their ideas out and discuss them, and to have its own place. Yeah, I like that idea. Like, when the book comes out, I've talked to the book binding people. I'm going to put it on the back, the URL, I'll have it on the back of the book as a place to go and converse about the story. And if I'd have thought ahead of time, I would have put it on all the backs of the CDs, but I didn't. And I want to keep that community alive, and I think when the book comes, that's when the community will start thriving, truly thriving. And I built communities over years, and this one is something I'm certain is going to rock it. But it's a sad time. Like, it's just, there are some things even in the albums I wish I'd said. Like, there are some parts of the stories I wish I'd had the forethought to discuss more. But I guess you can say that of anything. Like, I picked what I picked to make the albums as poignant as they can be for that part of the story. But there are parts that potentially Zed Live may cancel out those errors in my mind, where there are some songs maybe that were maybe missing from some track listings, things like that. But I don't know. Or maybe they're just as they should be, and that's it. And I shouldn't worry about it. I don't know. I hope that when Zed Live comes out, we'll do another live stream and we'll sit there together. I had to leave the Z3 live stream. I got really emotional, especially the end of the Divisions. Like, I find it very hard to hear all of that. I think halfway through the Subtractions, I just had to mute it and listen and just read all the comments. Like, I couldn't deal with it. It's just what it was. But I hope we do that again, because it was good. And I had an idea actually that I wanted people to film themselves listening to Z4 in its entirety. I'll put this forward to the street team when the time comes. But I like the idea of like setting up a camera and just experiencing Z4 out loud, if you want. Like, I want to be able to hear people's responses, feel people's responses, see people's responses. And even if those videos are just for me, like in the future, where if I get down or if I get disillusioned by what I'm doing, because music is all I do now. Like, I used to have jobs and it was the thing, but now all has been invested into music, and so that's it now. And there are times when you get stuck and it's hard to create and all these things, and I feel like if I could bring out one of those videos of someone listening to Z4 in its entirety and hearing the responses, I think it would be amazing, like, just to experience that. And that's what I want. I want that, desperately want that. And I can bring them out and it will make me feel a sense of solace, pride, and it would be humbling to see people's response to 10 years of work, because some people never get that response and people never know where their work reaches. And I was going to ask people to make videos about how they feel about Zed, like if it's helped them in any way, if it's changed them. I want to see all of that stuff, like, because people have no idea what it means to me. People assume I'm this like hard, rough, outer-shelled person, and I get that, because some personas online, you have to give off that effect. But I think people who actually know me maybe might know that that's bullshit, and that things affect me, like, and I want to be affected by their response to everything. And anyway, that's it. I've got nothing else to say. I just thought I'd make this note. And Ben, in the future, just take it easy, mate. In a bit.